Assalamu alaikum. This is Mr. Abdullah Shurraba from the Palestinian School in Qatar. In this video, inshallah, we will continue talking about the sixth grade English book and we will start with Unit 13. Unit 13, Period 1, Part 1. Can you think or guess what is the title of our unit from this picture? Our title is Where Does Rain Come From? Where does rain come from? And the first step in this lesson, we will just listen and follow. Please listen to the words and follow.
Above, air, become, change, cloud, correct, water cycle, into, rain, rise, sun, vapor.
Now listen and repeat. Listen and repeat. We will listen just one time and you can listen as many as you want.
Above, air, become, change, cloud, correct, water cycle, into, rain, rise, sun, vapor.
Okay, see you later. Now let's take one word by one and say what do these words mean. The first word, what do you think, or where do you think the spoon is? Where do you think the spoon is? The spoon is above the vapor. The spoon is above the boiler. Let's see. Above means another word for high. Another word for high. Let's see this example. The spoon is above the vapor. The spoon is above the vapor. So above means another word for high and it's a preposition. Let's move to the next word. What do you think is this? It's an easy word. It's the air. It's the air. What does air mean? The light wind. These light winds, we call it air. Air. Let's put it in a sentence. Hot air goes up. Hot air goes up. And it's a noun. Let's move to the next picture. What do you think is happening here? Sun and hot water. What's happening here? Let's see. Become. Become. Another word for change. Another word for change. So become means change. Let's put it in a sentence. The water becomes hot. The water becomes hot by the sun. The water becomes hot. And become is a verb. Let's move to the next picture or next word. What do you think is happening here? When we boil water, what happens? Change into. These two words usually come together. So change into. What does it change into mean? Change into to become different. To become different. Change into to become different. Let's put it in a sentence. Water changes into vapor. Water changes into vapor when we boil it. When we boil the water, it changes into vapor, or when we heat the water, it changes into vapor. Let's move to the next word. What do you think is this white thing in the sky? We call it cloud. 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 The fluffy white mass full of rain, we call it cloud. Let's put it in a sentence. Vapor cools and makes clouds. Vapor cools and makes clouds. Cloud is a noun. What do you think this symbol means? It's a tick. When do we use the tick? It means correct. Correct. It means 100% true. Correct means 100% true. Can you put it in a sentence? Let's see. Your answer is correct. Your answer is correct. And correct is an adjective. Okay, what about this picture? What does this picture show us? There's a sun, hot water, clouds, rain, and what is this? What do we call this? It's the water cycle. The water cycle. Shows us how rain comes. The water cycle. And our lesson in general is talking about these two words, water cycle. Okay, can you put it in a sentence? Let's see. The teacher explained the water cycle. The teacher explained the water. Water cycle is a noun. Let's move to the next picture. What do you think is this? What do you think is this? When clouds get full of water, what happens? When the clouds get full of water, it rains. Excellent. Rain. This word means the water that falls down from the sky or from the clouds. The water that falls down, we call it rain. Can you put it in a sentence? It's called it might rain. Cold. It might rain. And rain here is a noun. Can you see this arrow goes up? What does this mean? Hot water and the arrow goes up, which means the vapor rises. So rise. What does rise mean? Rise. Another word for up. Another word for up. The sun heats the water, changes into vapor, and the vapor rises up. Rise, goes up. Put it in a sentence. Hot air rises and makes clouds. Hot air rises and makes clouds. Rise here is a verb. What happens to this man? What do you think is happening here in this picture? The sun is making the man sweat. So what is this? It is the sun. It's an easy word. Sun, which warms the earth. The sun warms the earth. The sun makes the water hot. The sun makes the water hot. Sun is a noun. Let's move to the next picture. What do you think is this? Something coming out from the pot. When we boil the water in the pot, this thing comes out. What do you think is this? It's vapor. 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 Which means, put it in a sentence. Vapor changes into water. What does vapor mean? Vapor, when we boil the water, it is changed into this thing, which is vapor. Okay? What water changes into when we boil or when we heat it? It's the vapor. The last thing that we have to do is to listen again and try to pronounce them correctly from the first time.
above,
Above,
air,
air,
become,
become,
change,
change,
cloud,
cloud,
correct,
correct,
water cycle,
water cycle,
into,
into,
rain,
rain,
rise,
rise,
sun,
sun,
vapor,
and vapor. You can listen to them again as many times as you want. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time, inshallah.